Hello viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time that you're watching this video. Today we are blessed to have a beautiful, attractive, female uprising artist that you are blessed that this video has popped on your screen. So, we are going to take a brief moment, few minutes to interview her to know how she has been progressing with her music, how she has come across challenges, or how she's trying to overcome these challenges. So we're going to listen more from her because I can't be the sole talker in this conversation or an interview. So let us give this chance and this opportunity to interview our artist. So beautiful. Welcome to this magic moment. Would you mind introducing yourself a little bit?
Yes, please. Hello, everyone. It's your girl Gina again. I'm an artist. I'm a Ugandan. Content creator, but basically an artist. Yes, I do basically Afro R&B. Yeah.
Wow, you've heard from her. She's a Ugandan, so though she looks like she's she's from the United States of America. Yeah, the dress code, everything speaks for itself, yeah. But then you guys, it's your shot, yeah. Okay, so we're going to go through some questions that we would like her to answer so that we could go through like her experiences. And so Gina, what inspires your music? If you could tell us what inspires your music.
I feel like personally, what would inspire my music would be basically life, the things that we go through, basically, because I actually started doing music because I found joy and comfort in music. Like, I'd be sad, but then if I go out and maybe sing, I do something to do with music, I find joy. Basically, I'll be happy. It gives me that feeling that I won't find any other place. Like, I won't find that feeling in any other sector. So, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's great. Gina, to me and to the viewers as well, would you mind telling us how you started in your music career? Briefly, just how you started in your music career.
Basically, my music actually started as a dancer.
Wow.
Yeah. So through dancing, I found my ways to the music industry. But I started dancing. I used to like sing a lot when I was a child. Like, I would sing a lot. I'd be the child that wants to like dance to Shiba, dance to Irene Tale. Those are like pop stars. I want to like mime.
Yeah.
Like in school, I would take every small opportunity that I would have, maybe like through the speech days and all that. And so what kept me actually going was the fact that I realized that it's addictive and I can't stop.
Wow.
You understand? So yeah, I started my music. I joined the music industry through dance. There's a man who actually had me singing like jokes, like you're from Zoe.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to breathe, you're like taking tea, and then he had me sing, and I was like, why don't you actually like start doing music?
Yeah.
Then I like laughed because it's not like he was forcing me. I've always had it in mind, but when you just don't have the gates open for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he took me to studio, I sang. Many people believed in me. My mom believed in me.
Wow.
She's actually the biggest booster that I have in my life. So she keeps on telling me, you can actually be like that artist. You can be like that Iris. You can be like Ira Star. You can be like Shiba. You can be like who? You can be like Thames. You understand? So even when I encounter my small challenges, I feel like I have to keep on going, because if your mom believes in you, then
right. The mother is always the center of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Very, very interesting and captivating. Yeah. So, Gina, who are some of the artists that inspire you? I don't want you to be in that box of one in Uganda. I want you to tell us, even outside Uganda, who are those artists that inspired you and why?
Okay, yeah. So I would want to, just like any other artist,
Yeah.
you know, when they ask an artist who exactly inspires you, you want to mention those that have basically like popped out, like the biggest stars.
Yeah.
But I think, not I think, the artist that actually inspired me, he's Blue.
Great.
Yeah, Blue inspired me, and even when I wanted to quit, he literally held my hand and he kept me going. However, of course, I would look up to Azawi, I would want to look up to Ira Star, I would love to look up to Thames, but he's actually my mentor, and honestly, he's one that inspired.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that is very soothing. Like, you know, most people think that for someone to be an inspiration to them, they must have been a top notch. Someone that is already on top. But we can get inspiration from,
Yeah, like, of course, you have that top notch.
Yeah.
Like, I would want to be like Azawi. Basically, me personally, I love Azawi. Like, I love her. Like, I can hear her already. Like, I love her vibe. But this is for, no, my dress code is basically my vibe. But I love Azawi so much, and I just love her music. I love everything about her. I love her. However, when it comes to, let me say, my mentor, he has pushed me. He has seen the things that I've not seen in me. And yeah, that's why, of course, I can't mention my Azawis and everyone without mentioning him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great recognition. Okay, so Gina, what could be some of the challenges that you face in your music career? Would you mind sharing with us?
For now, I feel like I would face challenges, basically like the normal challenges, like maybe the financial challenges, the support. You know, it's not hello and every day that upcoming artists get to be, you know, supported. Everyone wants to support someone that has already popped up. You understand? So that's, I think, the greatest challenge. Maybe financially. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Gina. To proceed, since you said you're an artist, what does your music portray? What message does it portray? Or what message would you want your music to portray to the audience? Briefly, just.
Yeah.
What is it that you want your audience to get? Or what is that message that you want to convey to the audience using your music?
Yeah, so basically, I feel like, you know, every song has a different message. Today I'm going to do a song that is going to maybe motivate the women in love. You understand? Maybe the men. But I'm not going to lie to you that I've made a song that is maybe portraying a political message yet, or yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I would want to sing to heal someone out there, to maybe comfort them. I want people to find maybe their comfort and peace in my music. Yeah.
Wow. Great. Close to that, how would you cope with negative feedbacks? Because obviously there are people that are going to always be negative about you, but then that does not have to define who you are.
Yeah, like I feel like as a person that doesn't really have to affect me, because that's something that everyone goes through. Like, even before I became an artist, or even before I started music, I always had, you know, you reach an environment, there are people who will actually love you for who you are, and there are those who won't understand you, so they'll choose to hate you. So you need to understand that not everyone out there has to basically love you. What matters is what I keep doing. I'll focus on myself, and trust me, just because you don't like me, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop singing. Yeah. So just basically, I'm nonchalant. I'm indifferent about situations. Like, you don't like me, be like, oh, you don't like me, okay, but I'm still going to do me either way. So
It doesn't stop you. Wow, it's part of life. Yeah, that is a very positive mood, you know. So, talking about the audience, how do your fans evolve themselves in your music? Like, how do your fans participate through your music, or maybe how you write your music? Okay, just something to do with your music. How do your fans contribute to it?
Actually,
Yeah.
I feel like the best time I realized that they actually do a lot was the time I paused. Like, there's a period I paused doing music, and I would literally be met on the road and someone would be like, hello, before I was Candy, so now Gina. So someone would come up and be like, Candy, I was listening to your song. Then someone else will come and they're actually not talking to you, they're just singing what you sang. Like, I would have people in my school, like in my high school, I'd have people who would randomly see me and they just start singing the song. So trust me, it's going to be hard for you to, it will make you feel guilty and it will make you feel bad, or it will be hard for you to actually stop doing what you love when you're seeing there are people out there who are actually supporting you. You understand? Not everyone is going to come up out of the blue and start, singing your song and showing you all the support. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really, really, really great. Yeah, to move on, Gina, how do you balance your creativity and your commercial appeal? Like, how do you balance to be more specific, how do you balance your musical career and maybe others? I know you're not just an artist, there are other things that you do.
Yeah.
So, would you mind telling us how you balance the music industry than what you do as a woman yourself?
Actually, that's something I've always wanted to ask God, but I've not yet gotten the chance to, because honestly, personally, everyone who knows me, I'm naturally multi-purposed.
Wow.
Like, I'm going to do sports, I'm going to sing, I'm going to dance, I'm going to work, I'm going to attend to my family needs, I always find a way. But I think what leads me there is because I have the love and passion for it. When you love something, you always find a way to create time for it. Wow. So yeah.
That's very interesting. You will agree with me on that. Yeah, so Gina, what are your short-term goals and your long-term goals for your musical career?
Basically, except from what someone would say success, would be the fact that, many people have the mindset that when a female artist, specifically for a female artist to maybe outshine, they have to go through the issues with like men, they have to go through that, go through that. But then my goal is to make sure I don't do just hit music, but good music. Because if I just do hit music, it's going to be a song that's going to be nice for like a day or two. And by the time I give birth to my first child, my child won't even get the vibes that I was actually a musician. Like how you reach right now and you're listening to Rihanna. You understand? Yeah, I want to be an artist, but a respectful artist. One that hasn't gone through those shady.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's great. Me personally, I don't have a taste for music. I don't have a specific genre for music, but I just listen to good music. I don't know if you know this song, Back for Good. The artist is called Take Back. I want you back. I want you back. Hey, I know. That was a song that was released very times ago, but it is a song that if it's played right now, someone still vibes to it. Someone still gets that. You just feel like this is good music. So that is what good music portrays. So I feel like what you're trying to do is very, very good, and it will impact on your future as well as your children that are to come. Yeah. So in a nutshell, Gina, I would want you as an artist to tell us what makes you different from the rest. What makes you distinct? What makes Gina special from some other artists? I don't want to mention anyone's name, but what is it that makes you different?
I feel like everything. I'm not going to say my looks or maybe what, but I feel like it's who I am, my personality, my character, and my talent.
Wow. Impressive. So, that has been Gina, everyone. She's an artist, and you've just heard from her experience. Beautiful, attractive, and if you have any other questions, you can hit in the comment section, and so that you can get to understand who Gina is. And maybe if you have maybe a connection or someone that can help because she's an uprising artist, so it would be very helpful if you maybe giving her a connection, giving her a hand, giving her support. It could be financial, it could be emotional, but that's everyone. Thank you so much for viewing, and I want to tell you that we have something called Select Gadgets. If you want iPhones, if you want Samsung, if you want repairs, anything that has to do with accessories, gadgets, you always visit Select Gadgets. Thank you so much. Love you. And before I conclude, let the artist give you a final remarks. Then you can call it a day.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, Select Gadgets. Thank you, The Solid Pod. Thank you to my mom. Thank you for being so supportive, even if it's hard, because it's hard to be a parent and you're supporting an artist, a female artist. So thank you to my fans, though I'll call them family. To me, they're like my family, because without them, I'm nowhere. So thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who believes in me, and most especially thank you to God, because without God, I'd not be here.
Wow.
And of course, don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms.
Exactly. That is it for now. Bye-bye. See you on our next catch up.